Okay, hi everybody. I'm going to just quickly demonstrate how to use the Finale Quintet template that I gave you all, like I demonstrated in class. So we're going to double click on the Quintet template, and you should have Finale 2012 installed in your computer. Once it opens, you'll see that we have the drums, bass, piano, guitar, and room for a melody. So I'm going to go Command plus to get it to be a little larger so we can see it a little more clearly. And when you do your transcription, the first thing you want to do is you can select using the select tool, click on the drum staff, and then shift click, and then hit delete on your keyboard. That erases all the drums that we've put in so far. Make sure we're on layer 1 here in the left hand corner, and then pick your cymbals. If it was eighth notes, for example, in the ride cymbal, say all eighth notes in the ride cymbal, you just have to input them one at a time. If you hit something incorrect, Command Z, go back. Now I'm going to put an eighth note snare. The reason we need an eighth note is because it's going to stem itself up immediately to the cymbals. So I'll put an eighth note snare on 2, eighth note snare on 4. Okay, so the next thing is we'll switch to layer 2 for the kick drum. We'll put a kick drum on 1, beat 1, and then we'll put a quarter rest. Make sure we have the simple entry rest palette available. I'll put a quarter rest on 2, and I'm going to put a kick on 3 and. This is just my own little kind of soul groove. And a quarter rest on 4. So now once we have the cymbal, snare, and kick, you can copy and paste that if it repeats. If it's the same exact groove, you can click on the selector tool, click on the whole measure, Command C, and you can paste it. Command V is in Victor. Okay? So I'm going to want at least 4 measures. Go back to the bass part, go back to layer 1, and enter the bass part. Okay? I'm just going to put all eighth notes for now, just to speed along the process. Then I'm going to use the selector tool again, and I'm going to copy and paste that bass part, because I just want to show you about the rhythms of the piano. Okay, now this is called rhythm notation for the guitar. Let's say the guitar was going jang, 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 gang, gang on 1 and 2 off of 3 and 4. So first I'm just going to put in quarter notes on the guitar, and then I'm going to put an eighth res here, the eighth note off of 3, eighth rest on 4, eighth note off of 3, and let's say that the pattern changes in the second bar. Gang, 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 1, 2, gang, gang. So half rest. And again, this is the rhythm. I'm just putting in the rhythm of the chord playing. No voicings. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put chords in it. Let's say it's A7. Select the chords from the main tool palette. Click there and put A7. Return. Right? And let's say it continues with A7 here. You can put an A7 there. Alright, so let me just do that one more time. A7, we're good. You can move this later if you want by just clicking on the selector tool and moving it. Now we want these to be rhythm slashes, so we go to the staff tool, select that, select this measure, shift, select this measure, then hit R on the keyboard, R. Okay, so say that's the rhythm. It doesn't have to be exact. Copy and paste. This is kind of like what your assignment would look like. Bring it in finale form, but if I play it, it's going to sound a little strange. Alt H. See, it doesn't perform the chords the way they're written. We'll deal with that later. And that's all you need to know for next week's assignment. It'll be your 4 measures of your song transcribed, and then I'm going to want to have the audio available too, and we'll play them in class.